It's almost halftime for all y'all. We got the halftime up here. I'm the third quarter. We got fourth quarter right down here. We're almost done. I echo all the sentiments of Colonel Shane Bourne. I began my journey with his brother back in the dark ages. Anyway, I'd like to, again, before we get started, and at the very end it'll happen because somebody will come up, oh yeah, we need to thank all the staff who put all this together, all the people who had to do all this work today and everything. So I'd just like to offer everybody, give a little round of applause to all the people who had to put this on. I know in my case in particular, Miss Jenny, it's like herding squirrels with a motorcycle, and so it's, getting us all at the right place. You gave me 2 or 3 people to make sure I got here, and so I got here. But can't name all the family members because they've all got distributed on me over here. All the sales clan, raise your hand.
I'll name them.
There's a bunch of them. He's going to name you out. I gave him names, so nice. But mine aren't around the globe. I got them here, so that I'm kind of notorious for causing problems. But first and foremost, to get it off me and deflect it to what we're really here for is, it's really great to be in the company of young Americans that love their country. And there's going to be about a dozen of them, take the oath, plus or minus 1 or 2, I think. And that's just so refreshing. Over the past 8 days, I've traveled all the way to our nation's capitals, spent 4 days with the senior leadership of the Army at the Association of the United States Army's annual forum, and then got jet-setted down to Fort Bliss, Texas, to spend time with people who were sitting on the tip of the spear that just came back from combat ops to see how our equipment worked in their hands. But now we're all the way back into this room to look at the people who are really the future. We're kind of history people here now, but that's the way it goes. But I want to draw it to effect, when they stand up, for those that haven't served in the military, have done this before, they will render an oath and they'll swear or affirm to something very special that makes it different than any other nation on the globe, is they won't swear or affirm to the Queen or the King or to the motherland or the fatherland or some president for life. They're going to swear it to a simple piece of paper called the Constitution. And with that, it really draws special meaning when you bear into it. It's about a piece of paper. And they're going to join an elite club. About 1% will serve this country in its defense. And then with that, it means you're automatically, for all you back there in the white shirts, and they got white shirts on still, you're thrust on the globe's front lines in the scene. Whether you know it or not, you're there. And what makes it you different, and what club and the corporation you're fixing to join is it is founded on one word, and it operates on one word only, and it's trust. You're gonna be trusted the day you get handed the bars, and soldiers are gonna trust you to do the right thing. Your boss is gonna trust you, and you're gonna trust right and left. And it just operates off of pure trust. And there's no other place that works like that. And one of the senior leaders and I were chumming because he's on y'all's board, and we were both colonels together a long time ago. And he goes, when I was over guarding and working with a country we're still at and trying to make it a better country, that the general officership was just astounded by the American Army. He goes, and it was like, how do you do this? And he goes, I go down and I talk to my colonels, and when I leave, I got to worry about them forming a coup. And then, when I get given $1 billion of equipment down to one of my units and I leave, I've got to worry about it going out the back door in the black market. And it's, it's all about trust. And that's the corporate mantra that you're fixing to enter into. Now, I'll spiral it back into me. And, these guys here, and it was a long time ago, there's probably only black and white photos of the cadre that I had back here in the 70s. But when I came in, blundered into the door and was back there in the shooting range, to get an easy A compared to, go over and do PE. I was going to major in wildlife management. I wanted a little green truck, a brown shirt, a walkie-talkie, and maybe they'd give me a gun. And, for a paltry sum of money. Well, I didn't do so well in that first couple of years. I did real well in the front end. The wildlife section. I majored in wildlife for about a year, and the dean over here had to deal with a couple of those ordeals. But it was the cadre and the memory and the camaraderie and all the stuff that you guys in the back row are fixing to learn that drew it back in and put the management back into life, and off we went. Lastly, and I'll leave it, you know, they'll probably talk to you a little bit more, probably, hopefully I'm stealing some of his thunder. The Army's not a destination location, it's about a journey. And you're gonna take a journey, and you can take it as far as you wanna take it, or you can stop where you want it, but you can do it on your own terms. And with that, it's just a wonderful style of being in a 1% national stage and on a journey that you never will regret. And in closing, only one last thing, you've always had to say it, for all of y'all that are still serving, keep your dog tags together. Thank you.